That's nice. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury. Oh, I know, Max Time. There are several people in that same situation, which is just kind of... Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to give this game 700 negatives. Shocked attack. Or shocked attack, you know what I mean. Being attacked? I don't know what to call that. Recoil, there we go. Recoil animation. I do want to give it a negative. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I haven't decided if it's gameplay or story. And it's pretty small, so it's going to be part of an aggregate. But the flashbacking thing has gotten kind of real. I'm willing to forgive the flashbacking to previous games. Sure. Like I said, I understand. Flashback, however, several times, in the second game especially, but they've started doing that in the third game as well, they'll flashback to stuff that happened a couple minutes ago. Come on, guys. I don't have that bad of memory. You know? Like, we were making fun of that right before we cut off, if you remember. That's why I say it's a minor thing, though, because they haven't done it that badly. What I can't decide is if that's in gameplay or in story. I mean, I guess max time, but, like, there's better ways to do that. Much better ways to do that. Also, yeah, it's Godot. Sorry. I actually, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is Godot. According to the anime. According to the anime, which is, sure. So we'll be saying his Cyclops' name as Godot. I mean, that's fair, Nerazaz, but still not good. Like, at best, that is not good. So, this is why I say it's only part of an aggregate, though. It's not a big deal. Not really. Yes, G-O-D-O-T is pronounced Godot. Excessive within mission flashbacking, mortal. They did it in Game 2 as well. I don't mind calling him Cyclops. It's a cool name. I wish I was Scott Summers. Attractive, healthy, rich, has a beautiful wife, is actually really strong, intelligent. I mean, come on. Oh yeah. He also... His personality varies ridiculously based on writer, which is hysterical, by the way. Because sometimes he's like your typical straight man, right? Sometimes he's basically Captain America. Sometimes he's a jackass. Sometimes he's straight up evil. Ridiculous. I suppose you could say that about a lot of characters in comics, so never mind. Still ridiculous. Yeah, Xavier is actually a good example of that, too. There's the Patrick Stewart Xavier, and then there's the Xavier who was okay with kicking Hulk off planet. And, yeah. Now, one thing I will say, at least Mr. Fantastic is consistently horribly evil. So that's nice. Where's it? There it is. Okay. Hey, Nick, what is it? Is something wrong? Yes, I know, Max Time. But did you see all the people in there? It's crazy. Now, Dream Whisperer, that was only true in 2 comic series, one of which was portraying it as something that he didn't actually feel, and the other which was portraying it as something he hadn't felt in a long time. So check out the Mask to Mask glossy I bought. What's with the styling of his bag? A little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things to sell. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Sure. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get less ugly for you. I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. Ah, gotcha, next time. Did not know that. He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor. I admit it. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna not try to figure you out yet, because I don't care. Doesn't mean I didn't keep mine. Normally, when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes. Anyways, I admit I'm guilty, so make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. There you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desiree, honey. Bonjour. No, actually, I don't really know why I should be making French at you like at a time like this. Leave it to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Excuse me, I got errands to take care of. Okay. As an aside, her suit looks really uncomfortable. Then again, so does his. Maybe that's what they're both into, being uncomfortable. He doesn't have the sacred urn. Mr. Delight, time for you to enter the courtroom. Hey, it's Godot. Defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. Fine, let me ask then, Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I'll pass judgment after I hear arguments. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. Okay. That's a rule to live by. Well, I already hate this guy. Can anyone guess why? Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Okay, this is the second reason I hate him. Ah, he's the one Detective Atme was talking about. Your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ah, none. I've never prosecuted a case before. But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won either. Okay. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. No, the reason I hate him is he has my beard. And he has a better jawline than I do. A mask in a court of law? Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, on our faces or on our hearts. Yes, he also has white hair. So he has better hair than me, a better jaw than me, and my jaw, and my beard. Would I be willing to wear a stupid mask to look like that? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. No, Dream Me would have substantially longer hair and no stupid mask. I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement. Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say for you before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Yeah, I'm not liking this guy so far. No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking, we're listening. Alright, witness. Let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. I know it's way too early to judge, but so far I like Francisca better than him. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. That's how you can tell he's a master thief, because he's brand new at it. Because apparently that's the requirement for being legendary in this series. He's so confident he sends a calling card before he even commits the crime. That was his 5th heist, and as usual, sent a card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So, the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Godot! What are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. So he's into coffee, which would be another reason not to like him. I have a whole phrase about that. Sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee, after all. You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. It's okay, he's a prosecutor. He's the good guy. Oh, so he's also into alcohol, Maverick. Maybe he combines the two. Get a little Kahlua going on. Okay. Cross-examination. Irish in your coffee. Is it really, Dobo? Master Thief. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zvari, author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he meant to say authority. Well, it's interesting you asked that, Django. I plead the 5th. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is. Like, okay. The music is certainly more complex in its design, but so far only 2 of the songs have really worked for me, and they're trial songs. The song for Godot, the song for this case, the song for Mask to Mask, I can't remember his name, Ron, and the song for Prince I'm Totally Not the Evil Guy, I don't actually like, they're just differently and more complexly done. So, he's so confident he sends his calling card. Have you seen all those so-called calling cards? Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. Because Detective Atme stopped her from going to the police. Is the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one unique identifying feature. We're not releasing that information to the general public, but you're absolutely certain? Yeah. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he set a card. 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe I could say you screwed up. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card. You, of all people, shouldn't be laughing about this. Just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card with this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police. Not gonna say anything. His pattern is to go after the most precious art pieces. Art pieces? Like what? Well, his first target was Bragwin. But then his second target was Pearl. Then he went for the crown of Bungora, you know, the thing you put on your head. And then the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Magina. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina, and returned it to the museum. The target of this fifth and last robbery was the Sacred Urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have underworld connections. But we are sure he did it. It's his MO, blah, blah, blah. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you'd listen more closely. There's the calling card, then there's the fact that he knows about the security system, and finally his target was an art piece. They're all part of his modus operandi. See, here's the thing. Why would he take the urn if the statue was there? Nope. Okay. Sure. Nope. Sure. Nope. Alright, screw it. Pass the investigation. I'll ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe. Just hearing a little in that. The questions make him nervous. You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did. He's here, Mike. And hello, Anti-Sniper. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing? No, I mean from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what was the value of that urn? The persons I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item Mask Damask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright. Oh, jeez, Sierra Mike, that's horrible! You're saying the theft of the Sacred Urn was not the work of Mask Damask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Damask or no? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Oh, do you have to have the sound effect? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. Trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. Let me guess, coffee is his gimmick. We've had whips and Britishness. Now we have coffee. It's the only thing I got on my mind. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't he who stole it, then it must be someone else, using his methods of fake. That sounds ridiculous, but I like it. Fake Damask. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at the Lordly Tailor's that night was a fake. Because, of course, it's on me to prove things. Why would it be on, you know, the prosecution? I don't approve of his behavior. Thank you, Judge. This point is valid. That's right, Godot is guilty! Let's see. Proof that it was fake damask. Sure, we'll go with that. It is his first trial, that's true. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. If you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar. Ah, well then why don't you go and show us what it is? So the only thing I can notice is the fact that the giant bun of hair isn't there. Place he's pointing to is all wrong. Only peculiar in this courtroom is the top of your head. You gonna let him get away with making fun of your hair? Yes, at least until I know he can't use his goggles to fry me.
Take that!
I have here a picture of reference I'd like you to look at. The problem I have with the security photo is the brooch on Vandalia's chest. Well, I'm glad some people are still having jobs. Because, you know, duh. Being able to work is a good thing. Ah. And thank you very much, Vandalia. Very much obliged and appreciate this up. Thank you. I'll put that towards Mega Man. Yeah, I don't like coffee. I never have. I even have an entire lorium dedicated to coffee. Used to call it Elvis, but people, that didn't work out well. So we switched it to coffee. And that has worked out quite well. Most people understand pretty much immediately when I say something is coffee. A breach. Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor. No, that would be the Beatles, Valvedrix, because the Beatles suck and are the worst band in the universe. Ah, I see now, a brooch. But the master mask in the security photo does not have a brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. It's also on his hat. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this is a fake. I've been fooled again. It's okay, Gumshoe. Well, the true detective, how could you have overlooked this? That's a good question. Sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Who keeps tossing him coffee? Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such